I am still currently in the beginning stages of the process of planning our wedding. And anyone who's ever thrown a wedding can attest to just how difficult that can be. But as if that wasn't the universal truth, my brother Tanner comes along and throws one of the most beautiful weddings I've ever seen. Damn you for that, making it look easy. I'm just kidding, of course. Congratulations, Tanner and Olivia. I'm so proud of the both of you. Here's to a long and happy life together.
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real. I'm real when it's useful.
Real talk. Are you a man? Are you a big, strong man? You like talking about Vikings and the Roman Empire, and you grow a beard, and you want to chop wood, and you want to hit the gym, and then when you're done hitting the gym, you want to talk about how you hit the gym. You like waking up really early and then telling people about it. You're probably an alpha male. If you're out here making six figures and doing leg presses with a fucking alligator's corpse, then you're probably a man, okay? I'll see you in Valhalla, brother. Make sure that you're on the way to Valhalla, brother. You stop and get some coffee, but not in that Dunkin' Donuts shit. Don't get Starbucks. You need to go to the store. You need to pick up some Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee. It's the black case, and it's got a minimalist logo, and it's got strong words on it like black and rifle and company and coffee. It's got strong words on it for men. No, this isn't an ad. This is real talk. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the alpha male mindset. You need to be thinking like me if you want to be like me, okay? Did your bitch wife text you that the baby needs some wipes on the way home from work today? Stop at the store. Don't get none of that Pampers bullshit. Don't get that sensitive skin stuff, even though you know he gets rashes really easily. You got a son, he needs dude wipes. Get that little pack. It's half the size of normal wipes, but the same price. It's got black packaging. It says dude on it. It's for dudes. It's dude wipes. It's only for dudes because dudes don't use Pampers or other baby wipes. Okay, you want your son to grow up to be a man? Then you need you need dude wipes. All right. The soap you shower with is shit. Obviously, I can't keep this shtick going for long, but you know, some people do. Some people make a living out of doing that shtick. And what is that shtick, you ask? Well, if you're a man, you already know what that shtick is. But if you don't know what it is, there's a very large demographic online of people, almost exclusively men with beards, who preach about being an alpha male. The idea that, you know, real men don't follow the pack; they lead the pack like an alpha male of the pack. And if you're not an alpha male, then you're a beta male. Yeah, you know, the little dweebs we shove in lockers. Ha ha ha, alpha male. It's just as annoying as it sounds. I can't do it well because I guess I'm just not an alpha male. I don't buy dude wipes. But, you know, there's a very large obsession, mostly with like teenage boys, about being an alpha male and being alpha and all the things that encompasses, like, you know, luxury and working out and being strong and being emotionally tough and stoic and talking about Vikings. You know what I mean? Like, it's dumb. All right. It's dumb. If you buy into that crap, you're 14. If you're older than 20, stop giving it attention, man, because it's screwing up your algorithm on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, a dime a dozen nowadays, and it's all these Joe Rogan ripoffs about talking about how you need to be eating raw bison meat, and you need to be drinking the protein shakes and hitting the gym, and you need to be, you know, not replying to women instantly, and just shit like that, man. Annoying stuff that the only people who find it intelligent are people who are young enough to think that that's just the way it is, and it's just not, man. It really isn't. If you're an alpha male, you're only that because you call yourself that, right? There is no such thing as alpha males. There is no such thing as beta males. There's just people, right? The only people who are talking about alpha males are the people who are really trying to convince like their high school friends that they're alpha males. You know what I mean? Just stop Stop altogether, because it's getting pretty corny, and it's getting pretty annoying. Okay, I think men. There's a lot of stigmas about men and masculinity, and even fragile masculinity and toxic masculinity, yada yada yada. It's so like there's just so much noise around the topic of men and what men should be doing. There's just as much noise around the topic of what men should be and shouldn't be, and what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. There's just as much noise around masculinity as there is around like feminism and femininity, okay? Men are just obsessed with themselves, honestly. And even more so, they're obsessed with what other men think about them. Okay? They're as obsessed with what other men think about them as much as they're obsessed with what women think about them. Okay, the whole image ego thing of alpha males, it just needs to stop, because it's very predictable. It's a shtick. It's a grift. It really all it is fake motivation and pseudo information. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with listening to people like Joe Rogan. There's nothing wrong with listening to people like Jocko Willink or Dan Bilzerian or whatever, or the alpha male motivation speakers that you always see on YouTube. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, and there's good points that they make. I mean, obviously, people like Joe Rogan know what they're talking about. They've put in the work. They've made a career out of being who they are. Like, obviously, they know what they're talking about. I'm not sitting here discrediting that they know what they're talking about, but there's some people who just talk, man, and that's their whole business model. Is just talking about this luxury and this lifestyle that you don't have, and making you feel bad about it, and they're passing it off as motivation. They're passing it off as positive influence, when really all it is you're just giving them ad revenue. Okay, you need to stop. Look, you need to stop giving people attention who are making money off your attention and don't actually deserve it. All right. If you have self-confidence issues, you have body image issues as a man, this is more of a dude episode. Dude wipes. This is a dude episode. If you have self-confidence and body confidence issues and anxiety issues and social anxiety issues and talking to women issues, like, dude, it's normal. Everyone's been there, whether they admit it or not. I get it, man. You're not unique to the experience. You're not alone in the experience. We all men. We all out here. You know what I mean? It's okay to go look up like tips for socializing, tips for feeling more attractive and more confident. Dude, it's fine. More people will look that stuff up than you realize. But there's just as much good information out there as there is bad information out there. And on top of the bad information, there's vultures. There's vultures who feed off your insecurity about that. In the same way that you can't go and criticize, female audiences of TikTok influencers and Instagram influencers. You can't go and criticize girls and women for having body issues and self-confidence issues, when they're, looking at beauty influencers and fitness influencers and they're feeling bad about their body. You can't criticize them for feeling that way, because that's happening to you as well. You get these big like bodybuilding dudes telling you that if you're not, drinking whiskey and ignoring women, that you're shit. You know what I mean? You're being marketed to, and you're hooked on it, and you're projecting yourself onto this idea that you too can be a quote unquote alpha male, and it's taking you for a ride, and you just got to stop, man. Alpha male is a manufactured term. It is, right? You're either confident in yourself or you're not. Okay, and if you're not, that's okay. You don't need to be bullied about it. I'm confident in myself. I know my personality. I'm not going around here telling people that I'm an alpha male or giving them advice on it. Yeah, this podcast is called Real Talk, but I'm not telling you how to live your life. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you how I see it. I'm not sitting here telling you that you need to wake up in such and such time and you need to exercise this way. You need to live this way. And you need to wear this and do that. Think about it on paper, man. Like, men are not immune to the confidence issues of looking at these quote unquote influencers. It's toxic. It really is. And it's giving the wrong impression to people who are young and impressionable. A big name in the news right now is, or not news, I guess, but online is, people like Andrew Tate, who are like, some people will throw around the term like toxic masculinity, and other like young men will be like, no, he's just restoring what men should be. And men used to be this way 100 years ago and they're not now, and he's just trying to bring back the man's man. Dude, I'll tell you what, look, Andrew Tate, I don't know much about your kickboxing career, but what you're saying is a dime a dozen. Like the gimmicks that you're presenting and you're manufacturing for views is a dime a dozen, man. He's not unique to this. There's plenty of people out there that are doing this. Some people who have been through more than him, and other people who have been through less than him. They're all saying the same thing, and they're all giving you this idea about how to be a man. And some of it's good, some of it's bad, but the reality is that all of it is manufactured. Okay. Now, a lot of it is more subtle than maybe the intro to this episode was. A lot of it, people, the alpha male motivational influencers have kind of gravitated away from this is how to be a man, and gone into a more subtle and subliminal like suggestion way of doing things, which is they talk about themselves in a very fart sniffing way. It's always the same. You see some guy with a beard in a dark room talking into a microphone with another dude. You know exactly how it's gonna play out. You've heard it before, and you can pretty much guess it down to a T what the script is, even if it's just a snippet of their podcast, because they're a dime a dozen, including mine, obviously. Even if it's just a snippet, you know what they're talking about. This is how it's gonna play out, man. Like I'll just choose one at random. I just looked up alpha on Instagram, and I couldn't really find anything good, so I looked up alpha motivation, and this is in the first of the results. Here, just listen to this shit, right?
Morning at 5. Wake up every morning at 5:30. The alarm goes off. I don't hit snooze because I don't have a snooze button. I drink my 30 ounces of water. I send out my 3 gratitude text messages. Get my coffee, my protein shake, and my water again, and I'll sit at the kitchen counter and I'll attack my GSD list. What is a GSD list? It is the get done list. Successful people plan their day the night before. A routine is something that you do that allows your life to be predictable. If you are not successful in life, it's because your life is unpredictable.
Look, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that show is. I don't even know if it's satire, but I'm gonna tell you what, there's a lot wrong with what he just said. But the reality is he's telling you that because he's telling you a story about what he does to be successful and what he does and his routine. And he's hoping that you'll pick up on the subtext. That is, if you want to be a successful man like him, then you need to do what he does. He doesn't give a shit if you follow that routine or not. He's stroking his ego, letting you know how early he wakes up, because everyone who talks about this shit loves to talk about how early they wake up and get stuff done. And he's just hoping that you pick up on it that he's an alpha male without actually saying that he's an alpha male, because the number one rule of alpha males, you don't talk about being an alpha male. You just tell other people about how to be an alpha male and hope that they pick up on the fact that you're an alpha male, right? That video pisses me off. I see that one pop up in my feed a lot. It's very over promoted and it's very annoying. These alpha male influencers have moved away from talking about the word alpha male because they know that people are catching on that you're projecting this idea that you are a quote unquote alpha by saying it. So they stopped saying it, and they started talking about like, well, if you want to be successful, I've got the tips. Dude, oh my God. There's 2 things in this life that are certain, okay? Death and the fact that people will try to sell you tips on how to make money and be successful. That's always going to happen. And this is the new form of doing it, is telling you success routines and success mind states and hashtag motivation Mondays and bullshit like that, man. Hey, dudes with beards, stop telling me how early you wake up in the morning, okay? Mark Wahlberg did it. It was funny for like a month, and now everyone does it. The Rock, you did it too. Wasn't really that funny. Other celebrities would be like, I wake up at 4 a.m. Dude, shut up, man. Stop talking about how early you wake up. Nobody likes talking about themselves more than people who talk about how early they wake up to get shit done. It's annoying. Okay? Waking up at 4 o'clock doesn't ensure success. I guarantee it. Also, I'm willing to bet you're taking a nap at lunchtime. These impressionable teenage boys and young men, they hear that you need to wake up early and suddenly you'll have a Benz. It's just not how it works, man. Let's analyze that video for a second, actually. There's a lot in that video to unpack. Listen to this.
30.
Let's see.
I wake up every morning at 5:30. The alarm goes off. I don't hit snooze because I don't have a snooze button. I drink.
Okay. I don't hit snooze because I don't have a snooze button. All right, look. So that's a lie because every alarm clock and everything within alarm function has a snooze button or a snooze function. Everything manufactured in the last 20 years has a snooze button. And even if it doesn't have a button that says the literal word snooze on it, hey, guess what? You can turn off the alarm and turn it back on in 30 minutes or so. Okay? Not having a snooze button doesn't mean you don't have a snooze function. Your alarm goes off and it just keeps going off all day. No, you turn it off. That is snoozing. And you just turn it on for 5 minutes later. The whole reason he added my alarm clock doesn't have a snooze button is because he wants you to say to yourself, oh, wow, this guy's really dedicated. This guy really knows what he's talking about. This guy doesn't have a snooze button. This guy doesn't have a snooze button. He means it.
Morning at 5:30. The alarm goes off. I don't hit snooze because I don't have a snooze button. I drink my 30 ounces of water.
Okay.
I send out my 3 gratitude text messages. Get my coffee.
I send out my 3 gratitude text messages. Now, I guess what that means is every morning at 5:30, he texts like 3 of his friends or family members something positive, some kind of positive affirmation of gratitude or something like that. I don't know. I must have missed that story. I send out my 3 gratitude text messages. What? What, dude? Dude, if I texted 3 people every morning at 5:30, they'd all block me. Okay?
The alarm, my 30 ounces of water. I send out my 3 gratitude text messages. Get my coffee, my protein shake, and my water again. And I'll sit at the kitchen counter and I'll attack my GSD list. What is a GSD list? It is the get done list. Successful people.
I'll sit at the kitchen counter and I'll attack, not read, not write. He will attack. He will physically harm his GSD list. And what is a GSD list? It's a get shit done list. No, it's not a to-do list. You know who makes to-do lists? Moms. I make a get shit done list. Bro, you're not, dude. Oh, you wake up and you make a to-do list? You wake up and you make a to-do list. That's what you just said. That the whole snippet right there is that you wake up and make a to-do list. That's the whole point of that snippet. And everything else in there is window dressing to convince people that you're an alpha male, that you've got the secret sauce. I attack my dude. I've never used the words attack when I refer to me writing a list of things I need to do. Dude, I can make a mental to-do list. I know what I need to do today. Okay. I attack my GSD list. What's my GSD list? Get shit done. You know it's manly because it's got a swear in it. Oh my fucking God, dude. Get shit done list. You know, just dude, it's a to-do list. Everybody makes a to-do list. Okay? Now, here's the reality of it. Let's not call it a to-do list. Let's call it a get shit done list. While you're drinking your protein shake and your water and your coffee, 3 drinks at once and no breakfast. What's on your get shit done list, as you say? Guarantee it says go to work. You know what's on your get shit done list? Oh, go to work. Okay. From 9 to 5, work, and then after work, maybe go to the gym again, and after that, come home, cook dinner, do dishes, go to bed. Wow. You really do got the secret sauce, huh? You can write down what errands you got to run today? Whew. If only. If only, dude. You are bleeding testosterone through the fucking ink in your pen, writing down that you got to go to work and then do dishes. You get shit done, Liz. Shut the fuck up, man. For real. All right, here's one from Tony Robbins. This is also under the hashtag alpha motivation. He didn't post that. Some alpha page posted that, but here's Tony Robbins.
I start every single morning in the freezing water. I do it for two reasons. One is it moves every bit of blood in your body and all your lymph in your system, but also kind of train my brain to say, when I say go, we go. So it's not like, oh, I'm not ready yet.
Dude, nobody likes talking about things more than men who like talking about what they do in the mornings.
I start every single morning in the freezing water. I do it for two reasons. One is it moves every bit of blood in your body and all your lymph in your system, but also kind of...
Dude, look, Tony Robbins, you're not a doctor. I get it, and I don't think you're trying to pass yourself off as having some kind of medical advice, but are you getting what I'm saying? It's like you don't have testosterone if you don't talk about your morning routine, okay? And no matter what you do, everyone's got to have a morning routine. Everyone does have a morning routine. You're just not alpha if you don't talk about it. Now, I don't think what these people are saying is inherently harmful. It's obviously probably beneficial to wake up early, right? It's obviously beneficial to plan out your day or take a cold shower or whatever, man. They're not giving you harmful information. They're not. They're not lying. But it's... The whole point of what I'm trying to say is they're marketing, right? This is all marketed. And every time you watch something like this, whether you notice it or not, a part of you deep down inside in your subconscious is feeling bad that you didn't wake up till 7 a.m. this morning, that you didn't have a get shit done list, you know? You feel a little bit bad. You want to start changing up your routines to copy what these quote unquote influencers are saying. All in the names of being more manly because you think you're not manly enough. Obviously, this isn't exclusive to men either, but it's just marketed at men. And it's not just marketed at people who have like body confidence and personality confidence issues. It's also marketed at people who feel like financially insecure, who feel like they're not as successful as they should be or could be. No, hey, spoiler alert, nobody is, right? Economy sucks right now, but it's also marketed to people who want that luxury and like to beat themselves up over the fact that they're not achieving it and think it's setting your alarm in the morning with no snooze button. They think that that's the secret. It's not the secret, man. It's like look at this guy, right? I don't know who these people are. I'm not criticizing them. I'm sure they got good advice if I watch their show, but I'm just picking out snippets under this hashtag, right?
In poverty until you learn all the lessons that poverty has to teach you.
Okay, this guy's talking about poverty and making money. So, dude, let's see what advice you got. First of all, guess if he has a beard and a V-neck. Ask me if he has a beard and a V-neck. Hey, the real Clemente, does this speaker have a beard and a V-neck? Well, listener, you are wrong to assume that. You should never make an assumption about someone's appearance. You should never make assumptions about someone's appearance. They could be insecure about that. Okay, this guy's trying to give you real, grounded advice. His appearance should not be assumed about. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's wearing a V-neck and has a beard, but it's irrelevant because he got the secret sauce. Let's listen to it.
Well, you stay in poverty until you learn all the lessons that poverty has to teach you.
Oh? Like what?
The first two words that get you out of that is my fault.
Oh, okay. The first two words that get you out of a poverty mindset are my fault. My fault. Okay. Gotcha. It's my fault that gas was over $4 a gallon last year for the majority of the year. My fault. Sorry, guys. That's on me. I'll take my punishment. That's my cross to bear. Gas was over $4 a gallon. That's my fault. And then I'm sure he goes on to talk about, I'm not going to listen to the rest of it, but I'm sure he goes on to talk about how, passing the buck and blaming outside factors is not going to get you out of poverty. No, it's not. Blaming anybody's not going to get you out of poverty. Blaming yourself isn't going to get you out of poverty. You know what's going to get you out of poverty? More money. And that's it. Okay? You ain't got the secret sauce. You're not a financial counselor. You're a guy with a beard and a V-neck. The economy is bad. Inflation is bad. Why do men have to beat themselves up about how poorly they're doing in a world that is objectively having issues? Stop it. You're not going to make me want to listen to you more. I'm tired of it. Oh, if you're a man and you don't have 3 streams of passive income, what are you even doing? You're a failure as a man and a father. Oh, 3 streams of passive income? Okay. Hey, influencer, what do you suggest as a stream of passive income? Oh, well, dude, what you need to be doing is you need to be flipping houses. You need to buy a low-priced house. You need to flip it. You need to rent it out and use that rent to pay the mortgage. And there's your passive income. Once it's paid off, you get another stream of... Okay. Hey, guess what? I know that. What you're saying in so many words and in so many pseudo-original thoughts is... the solution to not having money is making more money. Thanks. Got it. Glad to hear it. Boy, what would I do without you? You should be called Real Talk, not me. It's bad, man. It's not bad advice because obviously what they're saying is objective truths. But it's low-hanging fruits. It's common knowledge. It's just said in so many words it looks like he's giving you some kind of secret that you didn't know about or some kind of life-changing realization when in reality he's just sniffing his own farts. For real. Oh, the solution to making more money is to make more money. Okay. Thanks. I'll go buy some beard oil from you. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous that people have to feel bad about it. Men especially have to feel bad. I don't feel bad about it. I'm good where I'm at right now. I'm still growing. I'm still young enough to still be on the incline in my life. And I know that. And I'm not beating myself up over the fact that fucking Andrew Tate has 4 cars or whatever it is. Why would I get down on myself about that? I'm good, dude. Oh, spoken like a true beta, I guess. Yeah, whatever, dude. Go cry into your dude wipes. Money advice isn't the only advice that they're giving you. That's not really advice. A lot of quote unquote alpha male types will tell you how to handle relationships with women. And that's a big topic. That's like one of the biggest topics. Like, oh, hey, so-and-so, how do I, hey, Dr. Manly dude, how do I talk to women? I'm nervous. I'm insecure. I don't know how to get a date. I'm an incel, whatever. How do I talk to women? I'll tell you what. It's always the same thing, right? Dr. Manly guy is telling you that you need to stop chasing women. You need to start chasing money. You need to stop giving one woman all your attention and give it to a bunch of women. You need to brain dead stuff like this that only 14-year-olds would think is edgy, you know? 14-year-olds who think they know what goes on inside a club will listen to this and be like, oh, yeah, dude, I got it. I'm ready to go. It's not wrong, but it's wrong, but it's especially dangerous that impressionable teenagers are listening to this, right? How to be an alpha male for Gen Zers. Okay. So Gen Z is like kids born after 2000, I guess. Not me. I'm not in that demographic, but as of right now, the oldest could be like, what, 23, 22? So let's face it. How to be an alpha male as a teenager. Let's just call it what it is, man. All right. So you want teenagers to click on your video. You got some kind of secret sauce for them? You know, high school is a serious thing. These problems matter. Let's listen to what kind of secret sauce you got.
Male as a Gen Z. First of all, stop making her the one. She's not the one. You need to go out there and need to date multiple girls and stop thinking that this one girl is the only girl in your life. That's going to be unattractive to women. Second one, women are...
Hey, it's going to be unattractive to women to be in love. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I guess... wow. Thanks, alpha male. I was going to go to the club and get married, but I'm glad you told me not to. Stop giving one woman your attention. Dude, obviously marketed to teenagers. I'm lucky enough to have found my soulmate in my early 20s. I'm glad I didn't listen to Mr. Beer Dude Black Rifle Coffee Company, man.
Men are not supposed to be emotional. Doesn't mean you can't show emotion. It means that you need to get control of your emotion. Third thing, women are attracted to men who have their own life instead of doing everything to try and attract this girl, thinking that's going to complete your life. Get out there, start doing man things, go to the gym, improve yourself, hang out.
So, the pseudo information that you just got bombshelled on you. 2 things. One of them is don't be emotional, and the other one is have a life. Have a personality. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Testosterone Gym goer. I didn't realize that having a life was an interesting thing. I will consider doing that next time I go to the club. Dude, no shit. Third thing you need to do is have a life. Yeah, no amount of words is gonna change that. That's what you're saying. That's what you're peddling. Hashtag Monday Motivation. Let's talk about that second tip, man, because that second tip kind of irked me. You know, they always talk about how women don't like emotional men. And men aren't supposed to be emotional. And if you have emotions, women are going to run away from you, or whatever the fear mongering is about being emotional. Men shouldn't cry. Real men don't cry. Real men pull themselves up by their fucking bootstraps and they buy my product. You know, it's the stigma that men aren't supposed to cry. They're supposed to bottle up their emotions. Dude, tried and true. That stigma's been around since video games made kids violent. It's been around. Men shouldn't be emotional. Hey, nobody should be crying in the middle of a movie theater, right? I mean, nobody should be crying about their feelings in the middle of a movie theater, right? There's a time and place for everything. But it doesn't mean bottle up your emotions, man. Like, what are you trying to create? A generation of kids who just absolutely need therapy in 5 years? Dude, it's fine to be upset about things. Your dog dies. You don't need to go to the club and pretend it doesn't bother you. Okay? Your parents pass away. It's okay to be sad, dude. Be emotional. Look for comfort in the arms of others if you need to. There is no shame in that. That's a shit thing to go through. Don't be emotional. Be a man. Bottle up your emotions until you fucking kill yourself. Yeah. Yeah, man. Good luck. That opens up a whole nother subculture of alpha male influencers who talk about emotions and handling them, and how to be an alpha male if you're depressed, how to be an alpha male if you got OCD, how to be an alpha male if you've got social anxiety, all that shit. Like, oh, dude, mental health matters. Hit the gym, you'll feel better. Hey, guy, hitting the gym isn't the solution for everything. Trust me. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, and this subculture of alpha male influencers who talk more about like how to be a man through emotions, they don't just market towards men. They also kind of want the likes from the girls, you know, because they want to. It seems counterintuitive. They want to seem like in tune with their emotions. They want to be sensitive, and I'd be like, oh, look, he's going through struggles, but he's persevering. He's a tough man. He's persevering through so much. You have no idea what he's going through. Oh, the mysterious guy in the corner with the Edward Cullen and the shut up, man. You know what you're doing. It's all marketing. I don't know who this is. Oh, this guy. I'm not going to say his name, but I could tell by his name that this is his shtick of videos. Listen to this.
You're not going to want to hear this, but you got to do it.
Oh?
You have to do what's best for your mental and physical health.
He's making his bed. He's making his bed while he's saying this.
The energy, what you tolerate, what you feed into your life, what you allow.
He's sulking and looking at the floor. He's brushing his teeth.
Somebody is mean to you, abuses you even verbally.
He's brushing his hair right now.
Manipulates you.
He's getting dressed.
Listen, walk away.
He's brooding in the shadows right now while he's doing this voiceover. Oh my God, dude. Come on. Like, I know I just talked about how it's okay to be in touch with your emotions, but this is flipping the spectrum entirely on its ass and marketing how to be emotional as a man. Like,
You're not going to want to hear this.
oh no?
But you got to do it.
What, kill myself?
You have to do what's best for your mental and physical health.
All right, say no more. Will do. Feelings. Here's the same guy sitting in the driver's seat of a parked car. Looks like the car is not on, and he's probably in his driveway right now, but I don't have the audio playing right now, but he's screaming at something. He's screaming at nothing, actually. He's screaming at the windshield while the camera is looking at him like a candid camera. So it's like he's pretending to have a conversation with somebody, But obviously he's not having a conversation with anybody. And he's screaming. I can tell he's screaming. I haven't seen this. So let's see what he has to say in the parked car.
Lazy. Stop calling them lazy. They're not lazy. You don't know how much effort it takes for them just to get up, just to get out of bed, just to brush their teeth, to take a shower, to eat. Sometimes they can't even do that. They only have so much energy and they're using it all right now just to stay alive, so stop calling them lazy. Lazy, stop calling them lazy.
Dude, are you serious?
Lazy. Stop calling them lazy. They're not lazy.
He's sitting in the driveway doing this.
Just to get up, just to get out of bed, just to brush their teeth, to take a shower, to eat. Sometimes they can't even do that. They only have so much energy and they're using it all right now just to stay alive, so stop calling them lazy.
Hunter, you can come in from the car now. Your chicken nuggets are done. Shut up, Mom. You're calling me lazy. Dude. That shit's just as corny, man. It's not even overly emotional. It's marketed at the dudes who will see that. And it's got 500, 600,000 likes on it. And this is on Instagram. It's marketed at the dudes who are going to watch that. And they're going to say, yeah, dude, this is a good representation of what I'm going through right now. And they're going to share it to their story or share it to their crush or share it to the group chat and be like, yo, this is real. Hey, you know what's real? Real talk with the real Clemente. I'm just kidding. You know what's real? Talking about your own emotions, okay? Some kids screaming about, some kids screaming about, you don't know what I go through in a parked car by himself. That's not real, okay? Now, it's a couple generations removed from what I'm doing this very second. And I'll admit that. What I'm doing is almost as cringy as what he's doing. I'm just not yelling about it. But do you get what I'm saying? You're not getting anything out of that. Listening to some dude who's got mental problems and is talking about how tough he has to be through his mental problems that's not an alpha male, and that's not doing anything for you. That's just getting him likes and him views. It's like the negative version of a dude who talks about his morning routine and how successful he is. You know, that's the antithesis of Andrew Tate. Okay? Either way, you're just giving them views. They're not doing anything for you. They're not telling you things that you don't already know. Obviously, if you are feeling the way that kid screaming in his car is feeling, then you know that. And you might struggle to put it into words, but you're able to put it into words because you're aware of your own emotions. Dude, life sucks sometimes. The world sucks sometimes. Some of us are dealt a shit hand, and other people have it better, and it seems like they're just getting handouts. Man, I get it. It's hard, and you need that hashtag Monday motivation, but you don't need these faux alpha males telling you that. All they're doing is propping themselves up, and you're helping them do it.
Stop calling.
No. Here's Andrew Tate right here. Look at this. All right, so Andrew Tate, I don't know enough about Andrew Tate. I guess he's a kickboxer that says some edgy alpha male things. Girls don't like him, but edgelords do because he's like manly man or something like that. I don't know. I haven't given him more than 5 minutes of my time, and the 5 minutes that I did give him, I didn't consent to it. I just ended up on his videos on my feed. So let's see what he has to say here. I don't know what this is about.
I think that believing in God certainly makes you more powerful, which is proof for God. If God makes you more powerful, then God is real. This is why I believe faith is such an important thing. But I think everybody has a God. There's no such thing as atheists. If you look at the people who say, oh, I don't believe in God, they worship a flag and a vaccine. So everyone believes in something. So you have to decide what your religion is. And I also think everybody to some degree believes in it.
Okay, so I that's probably not the best example. I think he said more edgy alpha male things about being a man and whatnot. Obviously, I think he was talking about religion in that snippet. But something that he said there was believing in God makes you powerful, and that's why God is real. Okay, you know what? Not a bad take. All right, it's fine. Doesn't do anything for me, but cool. All right, not a bad take. And then he says,
I think that believing in God certainly makes you more powerful.
Okay.
Which is proof for God. If God makes you more powerful, then God is real.
Okay, not bad. Not a bad take.
This is why I believe faith is such an important thing. But I think everybody has a God.
Oh?
There's no such thing as atheists.
There's no such thing as atheists. There are. There's such things as atheists. He says, I don't think there's anything. He says there's no such thing as atheists. People who say they're atheists worship a flag and worship a vaccine. You had a lukewarm take that I was okay with, and then you lost me. There are such things as atheists. And I don't think atheists worship a flag or a vaccine. I don't know where you're getting that from, but that's not a good example of alpha male, but he comes up in the alpha male conversation a lot, where he's got that secret sauce, on how to be a man. And you know what that secret sauce is? Anything with the word ass on it, or balls, or beard, or dude, or shit, or something edgy like that. Look, man, some of these guys got okay takes. Most of these guys are saying, you know, universally understood truths, you know? Most of these guys are saying common knowledge, and they're marketing it as, look at me, I'm an alpha male, do what I do and you'll be successful. Follow me, you'll be successful. Subscribe to me for the secret sauce. And no matter how much or how little you buy into it, that does damage to your subconscious, man. You are manly enough. If that matters to you, you are manly enough. I am manly enough. He is manly enough. She is strong enough. She is alpha enough. She is independent and confident enough. Okay? Stop giving these influencers the time of day. Stop giving these influencers the time of day and then making fun of different genders for looking into who they look up to as influencers and feeling subconsciously berated by them. Okay? People always talk about the body standards for women and how these beauty models and these influencers set unrealistic standards and women beat themselves up over it. And then men laugh at that idea as if it's not true. It is true, first of all, but you know what else is true? You may not do it as loudly, but you also beat yourself up because alpha male number 16 has said that he went to the club with 2 women, but you didn't actually see a picture of it. You got to stop. You got to stop, man. Stop being influenced by these influencers. I wonder how easy it would be to market myself as that. I mean, as long as you just like throw everything at it and you just keep every opportunity you get is a PR opportunity, like Andrew Tate or like some of these other guys. As long as you take every single opportunity to get on camera that you can and play this character of this alpha male, people will believe that you're an alpha male. God, I need to start doing that. Change my name to Man Talk. This is Man Talk. We want to talk about our feelings, but not in an embarrassing way. In like a, I'm tough, look at me, wake up at 4 a.m., follow me kind of way. I could do that. I could do that alpha male. I could do the alpha male spiel. It's pretty formulaic at this point. You don't even have to have any. Dude. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'll give you a second. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Every day I wake up at 3:33 a.m. exactly. I wake up to the sound of my sleep paralysis demon telling me the exact date and time that I'm going to die, okay? I don't even have an alarm set. I don't even have an alarm on my smartphone because I've just trained my brain to wake up at this time every morning without fail. Once I'm awake, I lay my head back down for about 4, maybe 4.5 hours if I'm feeling up to it, and I meditate. I mean, I meditate so deeply that I'm actually able to lay motionless on my pillow and hallucinate. And what I hallucinate is I visualize what I want in life. All right? I call these things dreams, okay? Once I have these dreams, I'm able to visualize and actually enjoy what I'm working for in life. Once these dreams turn into nightmares, I wake up to the sound of my 7 alarms going off every 5 minutes. It's usually about 7:30 at this point, okay? I wake up, I don't even take a shit because I'm just real like that. I go and I drink 2 protein shakes back to back. Then I drink 100 ounces of water. I drink 2 Black Rifle Coffee Company coffees. I drink another protein shake, a bottle of scotch, 2% milk, and then the rest of my Chick-fil-A sweet tea from last night. And then maybe I'll have another coffee depending on the day of the week, okay? I do all of that before 8:30 a.m. I send my Real Talk is Coming Soon text messages to about 300 people, and then I sit down and I do my shit I need to do today list. I attack that list because if I don't have a list of what I need to do today, I won't get it done. What does my list consist of? 2 things. Go to work and come home. That's what my list consists of. And once I'm done with that list and I've attacked that list thoroughly, it's not even 5:30 p.m. yet. I got plenty of time to play Bionicles with my kid, okay? And then I go to bed, I take a bunch of ibuprofen with my fiance, we go to sleep, we wake up the next morning even earlier and repeat the cycle. That is how you be an alpha male. Do this and I guarantee success. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you the alpha male secret formula. Get ready, Plankton, I'm handing it over. You want the secret formula on how to be an alpha male? I got it. I got it for you right here. And it takes 7 ingredients. You wanna hear it? Here's the 7 ingredients to being an alpha male. Ready? Number 1. Show, don't tell. And what I mean by that is show people that you're an alpha male. Don't tell them you're an alpha male, because people are wise enough nowadays to know when you're projecting the word alpha onto yourself. And the only people who say that they're an alpha are people who aren't alphas. So don't tell them you're an alpha male. Show them you're an alpha male. And the way you show them you're an alpha male is by giving them advice, by giving them the secret formula on how to be an alpha male. That's how you show them you're an alpha male without saying that you're an alpha male. Show, don't tell. Number 2. Tell people how early you wake up every day. Are you Mark Wahlberg? No, but you could be if you woke up at 3 a.m. every day. You woke up at 2:45 every day, you wake up at 2:30 every day, you wake up at 4, 4:30, whatever. Whatever time you wake up, make sure it's earlier than everybody else. Tell them how early you wake up. And if you don't send your 30 gratitude texts to your buddies every single day at the time you wake up, then they won't know what time you wake up. So just post a story somewhere about how you're rise and grind, baby. Wake up early. If you sleep till 7 o'clock, you might as well be dead. Number 3, wear a suit at all times, especially times that don't call for it. Are you on a golf course? Better be wearing a suit. Are you sitting on the couch? Better be wearing that blazer. Are you standing in line to get your dude wipes? You better be in a 3-piece suit. And if people are looking at you, or if you even think people are looking at you, because let's be real, you're an alpha male. People are looking at you. You need to look off into the distance real candidly and mess with your lapels, or mess with your watch, mess with your sleeve, mess with your wrist. Do something with your hands. Look secure, look confident. Lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep, but alpha males concern themselves with the opinions of strangers in CVS. Rule number 4 of being an alpha male: tell your girlfriend or wife to literally just fuck off. I mean, plain and simple. Tell your girlfriend or wife to fuck off. Rule number 5: be ready to fight any stranger you find. Be dangerous. Be ready to fight them and be ready to overpower them. But never start it, because you don't want to get in trouble. Say swing first. Make sure you say swing first. Make sure they say they swing first, so that when you're defeated at the end of it, you can press charges and say they assaulted you. Or when you win, you get that extra boost that you only did it out of self-defense and they shouldn't mess with you. Always make sure the other man swings first so you don't get in trouble. You don't want the principal to find out. That wasn't a laugh. I'm an alpha male. Rule number 6: buy houses. Buy all the houses you could find. Rent those houses out. Use the income from your little rentoids who pay you to live in the house that you own. Use that rent to buy more houses. You should have 30 houses by the time I'm done with this podcast. And if you don't, you're a loser. You're a beta, you're a cuck, and you don't have any passive income. Are you buying a birthday present for your parents? Why are you doing that? Buy a house. Buy houses. Buy streams of passive income. I don't care how you get enough money to make a down payment on one house. Find a way to buy houses, because using money to buy houses is easy once you have money coming in to buy the houses, okay? The only way to make more money is to make more money. Alpha male rule number 6. And the final alpha male rule number 7: depression is for idiots. Are you sad? Go to the gym. Are you feeling pessimistic about the way the world's going? Do some crunches, okay? You're not struggling financially, you just haven't done enough sit-ups today. You don't have OCD, you have no calf muscles. Okay? You're not depressed, you're a fucking beta. You're a loser. Alpha males don't get depressed. Alpha males don't have any feelings other than badass. Those are the 7 rules of being an alpha male. You follow those, and and you'll be on your way to the head of the pack in no time. Follow me for more great advice.